Thank you everyone for coming. You, Dr. Long, thank you so much for your efforts in promoting peace. And I want to thank the wonderful team for taking care of every detail in this fellowship and the event. And thanks for inviting me to talk about peace through my personal losses, to talk about my mother, and to talk about our house. As you can see in the title of my speech. And I prepared this speech and I printed it out last night. But today, when I woke up in the early morning, I thought about it. And I found it strange to talk about my mother, a person who you don't know, and to talk about our home that doesn't exist anymore, except in my memories. So I have decided to talk or to focus about peace. Peace that everyone wants. And when I say everyone, I mean everyone, no exception. For me as a Palestinian, I believe that Israel wants peace. Bibi Netanyahu wants peace. We, of course, the Palestinians, want peace. Russia wants peace. Ukraine wants peace. China wants peace. And Taiwan wants peace too. So the question is not about who wants or who doesn't want peace. The question is peace based on what? What kind of peace we are looking for and how to bring about peace? Is it based on defeating you, subjugating you, and keeping you under my control? Or is it based on justice, equality, freedom, and dignity that makes everyone win? And here, I must confess, I am deeply skeptical of the word peace. Because peace that I always hear about means pacification and destabilization of the occupation rather than liberation of the occupied people. The peace that I always hear about makes the peace negotiations to turn to be a peace process, endless process. And the occupied people are asked to wait and to be quiet and not to resist, to not disturb peace. While the occupier continues expanding settlements, continues demolishing houses, continues confiscating properties and lands, continues murdering and spreading checkpoints. I am skeptical of the word peace because the occupiers say publicly, we will not allow establishing Palestinian state. And if the occupied people question the legitimacy of the occupier, they take it as evidence of not interested in peace. And they say, we don't have a peace partner. I am skeptical of the word peace because lives are not equal. Our lives as the occupied people are less than the animals' lives. And the occupier lives are high valued. For the world, occupation and displacement and throwing people in refugee camps, and now genocide and starvation, not a big deal. All of these are not big deal. The most tragic part of the story is the hostages. I am skeptical of the word peace because when we demand international investigation for any crimes or any massacre happen, they say, no, it will not help peace. It will confine peace efforts. I am skeptical of the word peace because they always hold peace conferences, but to discuss our subjugation, not to discuss our liberation. And now they started to discuss our annihilation and expulsion. Despite all of that, I still believe in peace. We still believe in peace, and we really want peace. You may say, you just said everyone wants peace. What makes you special? Actually, we are not special. We are not special, and we don't want to be special. We are tired of being special. Our bodies are tired from waiting in long queues at the checkpoints and from running after documents and permits that could expire in overnight. Our hearts are dismembered when we see our beloved ones, being murdered with no chance of suing the murderers. But you see the murderers welcomed by the world leaders, considering them partners in fighting terrorism. We want peace because our minds are exhausted from thinking about the future of our children and from thinking about the answer. Why? Why this blatant double standard? We want peace because we are tired from trying to convince the world we don't care about the identity, the religious identity of anyone. We only care about their behavior with us. We want peace because we are tired from trying to calm down the anger of distant people in Taipei, Tokyo, Johannesburg, or New York when they hear us talking about our losses and our story. They are angry. We want peace because we are the side who heavily suffers from the absence of peace. We think that's enough. Enough. Think.